All right, I think we're live.
We are live.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to another episode of FRIDEAS. I'm Exposed Toxic,
I am Sharez.
and we're just gonna talk about whatever we're talking about today. So, welcome. Um, how you doing on this beautiful Friday?
Saturday.
Friday.
Today's Saturday.
I'm saying though, they're gonna be watching this on a Friday.
Oh fuck, I'm tripping.
It's all good though.
Oh
It's all
shit.
good. Um, so something I wanted to start this podcast off with is tell me about some of the worst pains you've ever had in your life. I'm talking like physical pains
Yeah.
though.
Okay. Physical pains. Well, the worst pain that
Like when I say this, it's not like necessarily the personal level of like an experience. It's more like a reoccurring pain that happens maybe a few times a year that you just can't stand.
oh, I don't know if I have a pain like that happens a few
All right,
times a
for
year.
me, it's stomach aches, bro.
Oh, okay.
Like when you have to like strip down butt ass naked while you're sitting on a toilet or something, bro, and you fucking stomach is just aching. You sitting there praying to God, bro. You like God, Lord, what did I do to be put in this situation? I swear to God, I'll never eat a burrito again in my life, or you know what I'm saying, like that type of situation. Because that is mine right there.
Good.
Now I did just use the bathroom, but that's not what happened to me. But while I was sitting there, I was thinking about other times that I have done that.
Okay. From now on, we're gonna make sure.
Now, for now on, we're only starting this podcast talking about shitting opportunities. We're only going to talk about bathroom experiences starting this podcast.
I mean, I don't know. I don't have pains that I experienced a few times out the year like that. I don't. I thought you were saying what like, you kind of switched it up. You know what I mean?
All right, yeah, all right then. So you could share what your perspective of what I asked you was then.
Well, my worst physical pain I've ever felt was when I had I had a tonsillectomy.
I don't know what that is.
It was when you get your tonsils removed.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah. So I had that surgery back in like 2018 or 2019, something like that.
Word.
Yeah.
Word.
That was the worst physical pain I've ever felt. And it lasted for like 2 weeks.
Word. Well, if we get into that type of thing, other than pooping, my worst pain I ever probably felt, which I still deal with here and there, is sciatica.
What is that?
It is when you have a pinched nerve in the lower lumbar part of your back, which is where your back meets your butt bone or whatever that bone is
Tailbone.
called, tailbone. Um, there's a nerve that is pinched because your plate, I don't know what the plate is called, I don't know the medical term, but
Yeah.
a plate is unbalanced. So this is your back, right? Your back is usually straight and then your spine goes straight up the middle. The way you get sciatica is one of the plates are leaned down, meaning that it's off balance and then your tailbone is under here. So between the lumbar and your tailbone, there is a pinched nerve, and the pinched nerve can go anywhere from down your whole right arm all the way down to your right, or depending on what side it is. But for me, it's my right, so it goes up my right arm, and then it's down into my lower right back, and then it goes all the way down to my lower right ankle, and it constantly makes you feel like your ankle needs to crack, and then it constantly makes you feel like your like back is just like aching and hurting, and it's to a point where like you have to like lay or sleep a certain way because it hurts. I don't have it right now, but at one point when I was in college, I had it for like 3 weeks straight. I was like going to work with it, and it's like one of the worst pains I've ever felt because you have to like walk a certain way. You like have to crack your back like every like I want to say like every hour almost to make it feel like even relieved a little bit. It hurts.
That's something that people deal with for like years at a time.
Yeah, it's actually something that I don't know if you can necessarily get a surgery for sciatica. I don't think that you can, but it can be fixed with like going to a chiropractor and being adjusted on like a regular basis. So like I was dealing with that worst pain in 2019, probably around fall of 2019, and then when COVID hit, I was going to a chiropractor, and I was going to that chiropractor twice a week, and I did that for 4 months. And that helped a lot. So I haven't fully got over the sciatic nerve pain, but like it comes here and there. If I'm doing like heavy labor work that involves my back, like right now it's just a lot of snow outside, so like shoveling. If I would do that for like an hour straight of just straight heavy shoveling, I'd probably deal with like the pain of that nerve damage for probably like 2 3 days.
Okay.
Yeah, and the way you get it, actually, I didn't know this because I was just too ignorant to it, and maybe a lot of people also don't know this. I had damaged my back when I was working a factory job a couple years ago, like 2018, 2017, whenever that was. And ES3, we both worked there. I had damaged my back, got workers comp for heavy lifting. I messed up my back, and I went to a physical therapist through the company. And this woman, this physical therapist, was explaining to me why my back was doing this. And she basically asked me if I ever put my wallet in my back pocket or anything in my back pocket and then sat down with it in my back pocket. And I didn't think too deep into it, but when I was in high school, I always put my wallet in my back pocket because I didn't like how it felt in my front pocket because it just felt too bulky in my back on my front pocket. So I would always put it in my back pocket if I had it on me, and then I would sit down with it. And basically, what it was doing was it was making my back become unleveled, and that's why my right side hurts because I used to put my wallet in my left back pocket. So now my back is like unleveled.
Damn.
So it's just like years of adjustment, doing the proper stretches, and like getting adjusted by a chiropractor to like reverse that. But that's like years to reverse.
That's, that makes you wonder, like, how are you going about your day nowadays, to prevent stuff like that from happening?
I just don't put anything in my back pocket anymore. But
That's a good idea.
honestly, it doesn't bother me that much anymore. Like I said, once I started getting adjusted in early 2020, like here and there, it affects me. But like back in 2019,
Yeah.
I was down bad with the back pain. I could barely like lift like 2 gallons of milk at the same time, bro,
Oh, wow.
because like that's how much pain it would like cause. And eventually, because it is a nerve, it would make my body feel like that right half of my body feel numb to an extent to where like it feels like I can't put any weight on it or carry any weight to it.
Yeah.
I would have to like lay in bed with like a pillow under my legs to like try and relieve the pressure of the nerve. I would have to like sleep on my side because I sleep on my side when I'm sleeping. I would have
Yeah.
to sleep on my side with like a body pillow in between me so that my legs, instead of going like this, because legs go like this when you're sleeping, because the legs, your body's not like properly aligned like that when you're sleeping. So by adding a pillow, a body pillow in the middle of the legs, you're sleeping like this now. So your legs are staying parallel to each other, not
Right.
colliding.
Right.
So I would have to do that for like months. I would have to apply 20 minutes of heat and 20 minutes of ice like every day of the week. I'd have to do like proper stretches, get adjustments, all that. Had to get x-rays,
Yeah.
whole 9 yard.
Say also keep in mind how you are bending to pick up things.
Yeah, and mind you, at 19, bro, I was like 21, 20 years old, something like that. So like that's pretty bad for a 20-year-old to have back problems like that already.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was pretty much and I still am. It hasn't changed. I'm pretty much fucked. By the age of 40, I'm probably gonna need a new back.
No, man, I think you're good. I think as long as you stay consistent with doing things in general, like I said, like keep in mind how you're picking up things. You know what I mean? You don't want to bend over completely, like do this proper squatting. You know what I'm saying? Also,
Yep.
if you are going on your walks or going on your runs, I would assume that that's gonna help you.
Oh yeah. Being active helps.
Being
Yeah,
active in general.
yeah, yeah. Being active helps. Going for walks, getting your body moving, because the only way a pinched nerve can become unpinched is by movement.
Yes.
So if you're doing proper stretches or the adjustments, like I said prior, that helps the nerve release itself from the two bones or ligaments or whatever you want to say that is pinching it. So but yeah, when I got x-rays, I remember them saying that the right side of my plate of my back is literally like deteriorating. So that's what I mean by I'm pretty much fucked. But we're still making it work. We're still here on Fridays.
I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful you'll be better.
Yeah, no, I'm chilling. It doesn't bother me that much anymore, but it still is.
Let me ask you, what is the pain that you fear the most to feel physically?
Dying.
Okay, well, maybe let me rephrase that. Not dying though. I'm saying like the pain pretty much right before death, if anything. What's the
Okay.
worst pain that you fear feeling?
One of
Physical
my
pain.
biggest fears in life, and God forbid that this happens to me, but this also goes into what you were saying and what I was just saying, is cancer.
Okay.
That's my biggest fear in life is being told that I have cancer, because that's one pain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being physically told you have cancer, that is a pain. Like, how do you react to something like that? I don't know what that's like, and I hope I never know what that's like.
Mm,
But I can't imagine what it is like for somebody to be told that, because when people hear that word, they automatically think death.
yeah.
In most instances, it is death. It is critical. But in other instances, it's not, and it is curable. It just depends on how early you're catching it. But that's my biggest pain, is like being told that I have that at some point. If I would, that's my biggest fear, being told I have that, and then also dealing with that.
Mm,
Like, because that's like, I feel like that's one of the most painful things in life. Because not only are you dealing with the pain of knowing that your days are limited, but you're dealing with the pain of the actual illness, and you're dealing with the pain that you have to deal with from your loved ones having their own pain towards that topic. You know what I'm saying? So that's my biggest fear of my of uh a pain that I could potentially have later on in life at some point. I hope that I never have that. God forbid I do. Literally, that's shit I pray about, that I don't ever have that. I don't ever want to deal with that. But
yeah.
I feel like that's, for me, that would be my biggest fear of pain in my life.
Well, ironically enough, being paralyzed would be the pain that I would fear the most.
When you say being paralyzed, you mean like fully,
Like
or like
in general, but obviously I wouldn't want it to be. I wouldn't want it to be fully. I wouldn't want it to be any of it though. I don't want to be. Yeah, just anything that would happen
so
to
like even like being paraplegic?
pretty much
Yeah,
get paralyzed in general.
gotcha,
Any type of ligament, bone, or body part that paralyzed. Now,
gotcha.
obviously, the full body paralyzed, like that's something, or like breaking my neck.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I feel you. I feel
Feel
you.
weird thinking about that stuff. And then the other thing I feel really weird thinking about is anything happening to my eyes. Like if my eyes are being damaged or my sight gets damaged somehow,
Yeah,
that freaks me out too.
yeah. I have a lot of. I mean, like, I'm not. I don't want to say I'm a health guru. I'm definitely not. But I have a lot of anxiety when it comes to like my health. Like I'm like, one of my biggest fears when it comes to health is losing teeth. I'm
Gotcha.
afraid to lose teeth. I am like super on top of my like oral hygiene, because like I'm so afraid of like a tooth rotting, or like cavities. I'm like super paranoid about that shit. And the cancer thing, I'm super paranoid that one day I'll be told that. That's like, it's something that I like am super afraid of. Uh,
I think that's called being a hypochondriac.
yeah, yeah. Well, to an extent, because I'm not a full hypochondriac. Like, I'm not like, ew, germs. You know what I'm
Okay, yeah,
saying?
I
But
got
like,
you.
I'm not like that. But like, I do have fears of certain things, and like, I'm not afraid to eat like sweets. Like, I'm literally sipping an espresso with vanilla sugar in it. Like, I'm not like, I'm not fully hypochondriac when it comes to that stuff, and be like, oh, sugar is gonna rot my teeth. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like that. But I do fear like losing. Like, it's like overthinking, I guess, in a way,
Gotcha,
like anxiety and stuff when it comes to health.
gotcha. Society's
Like,
anxiety.
bro, I just got a physical
Yeah,
the other day, and I was thinking to myself, the whole time I was paranoid during the physical, because I'm like, because one, I don't really go to the doctors that often, but I'm thinking like, yo, some people in the world, and more times often than not, people go get a normal physical and then find out they're dying. You know what I'm
I know
saying?
what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that shit. Like, I've just been thinking about that recently. I'm like, yo, like anything at any moment could just shift everything,
yeah,
and it's like I never see it coming. So while I was at that physical, I'm perfectly healthy. Like, she even told me I'm perfectly fine. Like, I wasn't projecting my anxiety on her, but and it was not like I was thinking I was gonna die. I was just overthinking the thing. I was like, yo, there's people right now that's going to get a physical and then find out that their brain is bleeding.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't know that before that appointment. They were just going in for a normal physical, and they're finding out that now they got 3 months to live. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just trippy to think about. Like, really think about that if you're a viewer. I'm sure maybe you even know somebody that that's happened to, or you heard of somebody that's happened to. Like, it's a real thing. It's scary to think about, bro.
yeah. We're gonna bless up. We're gonna stay in
Oh
good
yeah,
health,
we're
good
blessed, bro.
harmony, good blessings, man. We're gonna
Anybody that's watching FRIDEAS, you blessed too, because
bless
now
up,
you watching the best podcast.
bless up. All right, well, let's go ahead and lead into our next segment. Top five brackets.
Top 5 brackets.
Take it away, Exposed Toxic.
Nah, you got this one. I did it last few.
Oh, I understand. That's good. Thanks. Thanks.
Could be anything. Top 5, anything. Or top 3, anything. Don't even gotta be top 5.
No, I got you.
Anything in the world.
Okay, hold on.
Top 5 favorite honeys. Top 5 favorite cheeses. Top 5 favorite potato bag chips. Top 5 favorite sounds.
Oh, thank you. Let's go. Top 5 favorite movies.
Okay. I'll let you start since you.
Scarface.
Oh, okay.
Al Pacino Scarface. Because there is another Scarface prior to that one, even way older.
All right, my first is 8 Mile.
That's a good one.
Son is shook, cause ain't no such things as halfway crooks.
My second movie is Belly.
Belly. I never seen that movie.
I love that movie. DMX and Nas, they're the main characters.
Word. All right. My second is Friday, the first Friday.
Got you. Love the movie Paid in Full.
Okay. My third is Boys in the Hood.
Got you. Okay, Stan. Okay, because there's so many different genres of movies. I should have asked you like specific genre, but it's all good.
I also obviously from my answers so far, you could tell I grew up in the hood.
Yeah. I like the movie Don't Be a Menace to Society While Drinking and Juice in the Hood.
Okay.
Oh, Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking and Juice in the Hood. You know the movie I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's the
Wayans brothers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. That's when he got the weird, crazy twist dreads, right?
Yeah, his name is Ash. Well, no, Ashtray's. His name is forget his name. Loke Dog in that movie. His name is Loke Dog, I believe.
I haven't. I don't. I've only ever seen clips of that movie. I never actually watched it.
Yeah, I love that movie. It's hilarious.
My fourth favorite movie would be. Let me think about this. It'd probably be Creed. First Creed.
I would say my fifth would be Batman Dark Knight. Because Heath Ledger, the actor that played that Joker, that Joker is that Joker and then Al Pacino Scarface are my two favorite movie characters ever.
Okay. There's a lot more that I could put for my fifth one.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with the boys in the striped pajamas.
That's wow, man. We watched that movie in elementary school.
Yep.
I remember that. That's a pretty dark movie,
bro. But it's one of the best movies because like even though I don't think it's actually based on an actual like true two individuals, but I'm sure that actually could have been a thing that actually
inspired
occurred
from true events.
Yes, it like I think like that movie is heartbreaking. And then another close five would have to be The Notebook. Yep, first movie to ever make me bawl my eyes out. Like physically, I bawled my eyes out.
Another close five for me would be The Matrix.
Yeah. Okay. Feel you.
They have a book on the boys in the striped pajamas. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. We read that book in school and we watched the movie.
Yeah, that movie's great. If you haven't seen that movie, go watch that movie. But yeah, that's been an episode of FRIDEAS. Let us know down in the comments who had the better bracket. Let us know what your top 5 favorite movies are. We're here every Friday. New episodes, new ideas coming at you live. I'm Exposed Toxic.
I'm Sha Rez. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get it.
Peace out.